Thank you and for coming and taking your time to talk to me today.
I'm excited about it.
All right, so could you just go ahead and start and tell me what we can expect for this upcoming season?
Well, if I knew what to expect, we wouldn't have the start of a season, in the sense that when you get 6 or 7 new players, folks will be shocked sometimes how little coaches really do know until you play against other people and you get exposed and you figure out what you're good at and you see what you're not very good at. You're really not sure what you have. But I'm very excited about this group. It's a very talented young roster, the youngest I've probably ever coached in my entire career, with 7 of our top 10 or 11 players being freshmen or sophomores.
Yeah. How has that been for you, coaching all of these new young faces?
It's a challenge because you don't have things to point back to like a year ago. My most experienced returning player is TJ Lang, and he is just a junior. And then my next most experienced guy is either Bryce Brown or TJ Dunnins, and last year was their first year. Mm-hmm. So we've just played so little together, been down 2 with the ball and 16 seconds left. I mean, situations like that we can point back to past successes or even failures. And but I think where we have the program right now, the vast majority of my team will return over the next year or 2, and that's how you start to build a championship program.
Mm-hmm. And I know Auburn is ranked 11th in the preseason poll. What were your thoughts on that?
Well, it probably surprised a lot of people that we were picked 11th because folks have read about how good the recruiting classes have been, and they have been good. But one of them don't come in till next year. The second thing is, when you're picked ahead of Tennessee, Missouri, and LSU, they pick all those other teams to finish ahead of us. Why? Because they're either bigger, more experienced, they feel like they're more talented, maybe they think they're better coached, I don't know. But it sort of is what it is, and I knew it surprised a lot of people. It really didn't surprise me. Now, I do think that by the time we get to January, we will be a better team. I'm not sure what our record will be because we're playing such a challenging non-conference schedule, but I do think this is a team that's going to get better as the season progresses because we are so young and we are so new. Mm-hmm. And therefore, you have a chance to finish higher than 11th.
Yes. So what's your focus in preparation for this season?
Well, I mean, part of it is to put the kids in positions to be successful, make sure you identify their strengths and their weaknesses, get them to go to their strengths and stay away from their weaknesses while they work on them, get them to find a way to play together, understanding our system of offense and defensive and how they kind of rely on one another to be able to fill gaps and be in the right spots at the right time. Right now, it's early in the season, they're still thinking, what play call is that and where am I supposed to go? And it's hard to play when you're thinking, and that's probably what'll happen to us a little bit early in the year.
Mm-hmm. So what is the whole team's mindset looking to this upcoming season?
I think the team's mindset is to try to make postseason. I think the team's mindset is to be way better than what we're picked. I think the team's mindset would be to have great chemistry and play well together, and just see if we can make Auburn basketball relevant in the world of college basketball, to see if we can hold up our end on campus. We've got the athletic programs, both for the men and the women, are championship programs across the board. Auburn men's basketball hasn't been in a tournament since 2003. That's the longest drought in the league, and our kids are desperately want to change that.
Yes. And I saw that it was recently announced that Auburn would play in the Maui Invitational in 2018, which is a big accomplishment because we've never been to that before.
No.
What was your reaction?
Well, we worked really hard to get into it, to convince Dave Odom, who's the committee chairman, and ESPN and the people that are in Maui that we're going to be good enough, that we're going to fill half the Lahaina Civic Center on that pre-Thanksgiving week, that our fans will travel. And we got a couple of years to get to the point where we're there, because when we get there, it's Arizona, it's Gonzaga, it's Xavier, it's Duke. I mean, it's always a who's who of the best names in college basketball. Every NBA team will have multiple representatives there. It's the finest preseason tournament in all of college basketball, and Auburn is finally going to be a part of it.
Yes, I bet the players are excited about that too, I'm sure.
They are. Yeah, they're very excited about it. And we're going to challenge our team this year. We have 5 really good home games, but that's not very many in the non-conference. Most people play probably 8 or 9 at least, but we have 3 true road games at UAB, which is a huge game. We hope our students will come up and travel to that game in Birmingham on that Saturday night. We play TCU in Dallas, and we play UConn right before Christmas. So 3 true road games is almost unheard of, and then 4 neutral site games. 2 in Cancun, 1 at Madison Square Garden against Boston College, and 1 against Oklahoma in the Hall of Fame Classic. So we built a brutal schedule, but I'm trying to send my players a message. Look, I believe in you, and if we're going to be, Auburn University is relevant in engineering, in business, in so many areas of excellence academically, and football, and softball, and all these other. Let's try to become relevant in men's basketball, and you can't do that unless you play that kind of schedule.
So how has it been for you and your time here at Auburn? We've 3 straight seasons of selling out tickets here in the Auburn Arena, been to the SEC tournament, and we beat Kentucky last year. So what has it been like for you?
It's been good. We love it here. My family and I are very happy, blessed to have the opportunity. We've made progress. We've had great moments, as you mentioned some of them. We just haven't been able to put together a great season yet. Our goal is to get to postseason, and when we do that, I feel we will have accomplished something that we should be able to accomplish, and that's postseason for this basketball program.
And you've also been really involved with the community and the students. Why is that so important to you?
Well, as a member of the staff here, I work for the students, and people make a huge investment to come to Auburn and get their education. And as a member of the staff, I have responsibility to do what I can do to make that a better experience for the Auburn students, whether it's teaching or lecturing or visiting or motivating or supporting in other ways that the students have. And look, I can't be successful in Auburn basketball without the students supporting us. And so we're grateful for the jungle and the support that we get. I think we've created the second best home court advantage in all of the SEC. Kentucky's, hard to beat, Rupp Arena. But boy, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure that this place is in the second toughest environment for the visiting teams.
All right, and finally, what is your message to the fans?
Wow, my message to the fans, I guess, is just thank you. I'm grateful. I'm blessed to be your coach. We do work hard. Hopefully we do it the right way. And whatever we do, we're going to do it together. War Eagle.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Coach, again, and it's nice speaking to you. Good luck this upcoming season.
Okay, thanks. Come back and see us.